Hey! Welcome to Kaijutopia! I am Tom. Excited to be here. We're going to do another VFX stream, the second this week. We are continuing where we left off. Yesterday, context is important. So yesterday, we started working on our villain VFX. Say hello, Doom. I'm sure he is really happy to see you all. And of course he's getting ready for battle because that's what Doom does. But enough about Doom. We're here to see arguably the greatest cinematic villain of all time, Darth Vader. Dramatic Imperial March sound effects here. So I did some of the stop motion earlier today. Hold on the animation that I did for this. I mean, as you're gonna see, I haven't really started yet, but you know, while reviewing it earlier, you know, just going over the footage I captured, I thought, could I have done better? There's a lot of things I wanted to do, but because I'm short on time for this, you know, this isn't like one of those huge ambitious projects that I'm used to doing. I kind of figured it's okay. I don't need to like do every little thing that I want to do just yet. I mean, I'm gonna one day, you know, return to doing similar animations for, say, Darth Vader later down the road. But I also noticed that given my positioning of these characters, I'm going to bring Doom back here for a second. I'm going to reduce the opacity so you can see a little bit easier. I really like this lineup so far, but I realized I have too many damned villains planned, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut to a Doom. I'm thinking of having Darkseid, Lord of Apocalypse, DC Comics supervillain. And that just means I'm going to be cutting Imhotep from the Mummy series. And now I have to choose between Lord Zed and Skeletor from He-Man. I know, it's such decisions, guys. This is what happens when you become an adult. You have to make all the tough decisions. Who do we got here? John Cruz, hi there. Good to see you, John. You are a Kaijutopian regular, and I appreciate you being here. We got Evan Blue. Hello. I can talk a little bit better now, I promise. Yesterday, I kept commenting about how I couldn't, you know, complete coherent sentences. Yet, here we are. Seem to be doing better. We got Jacobson Studios. Hello, my friend. It's been a while. And Gamer Time, YT, good to see you as well. I may not have grown up watching Star Wars, but I'm here anyway. You know what? It's interesting because I didn't grow up watching them either. I mean, I watched them when I was younger, and yeah, I thought they were cool. But you know, I didn't really. It's not like they became my hobby or something. Nowhere near as much as like Godzilla, of course, was my main hobby as a kid, my main point of interest, but also like Jurassic Park and Superman. Those were the sort of movies and characters that as a kid I was way into. Star Wars, though, since then has become important I'm just trying. I'm trying my best here. I think Star Wars is extremely important, and to underestimate it is, you know, unwise. I really do appreciate what Star Wars has done, especially from a purely a VFX standpoint. It's a game changer. But I have, of course, become more and more into Star Wars in recent years, namely due to the fact that I have a few friends who are really well versed in all things Star Wars. So talking to them and seeing how passionate they are about the characters, the lore, the movies, the themes, it's I guess you could say it's rubbed off a bit. I only got into it because my mom let us watch it for Christmas. I don't remember what Christmas. Fair enough, fair enough. When it's a Kaijutopia live stream, I'm down. I'm happy you feel that way, my friend. Speaking of Kaijutopian streams, I'm planning a big one this Sunday. So far, I'm thinking of maybe shooting for 1 or 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This stream is basically, I'm going to be ranking all 36 Godzilla movies. And it's going to be a wild ride. I'm not writing a script or anything. It's just, I might have notes, but, you know, it's just going to be, hey, let's talk Godzilla. Let's talk about what we like about these movies, where they, like, you know, could improve, what worked, what didn't, favorite monsters. You know, it's gonna be fun. But right now, we are, of course, doing some VFX work. So you guys, some of my regulars are here. You guys know the drill. If you guys are more interested in, you know, doing your own thing, have at it. Enjoy yourselves. I am going to bring Lord Vader to life. All right, so originally before I started animating this, I thought about having Lord Vader's, let's make sure I get it in the right place so you can see it. I was trying to get his lightsaber to be on one of his hilts he has here on his side buckle, and I wanted, after Vader raises his hand, the lightsaber was going to levitate, you know, and go into his hand, and he was going to, you know, activate it and, you know, insert lightsaber noise here. But, like, yeah, that didn't quite work out the way I was intending, but that's okay, because it is of no concern. Everything is proceeding as the Emperor has foreseen. That's not the actual quote, because I am not good with quotes. About a year ago, I made this stop motion video, this kind of an ensemble of all these sort of projects that I want to make, and they're called, the video was called Legends of Power, and Volume 1, which means I'll probably make another one, maybe not this month, but maybe someday. And in that one, we saw a cool little crossover between Thanos, the Mad Titan, Emperor Palpatine, Darth Vader's master, and the one and only Man of Steel, Superman. It's a very short video, but I liked it, especially since I got a chance to, they were all the Hot Toys ones. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Hot Toys, but they are a kind of toy line that, well, are extremely well sculpted, well made, but they are by no means designed for stop motion. I am still intending to use them for stop motion projects, but tread carefully if you ever decide to use one, because they can be pretty fragile. Okay, I might actually have to make Lord Vader's movements entirely. I usually do just 1 frame, but it looks like I might have to do 2 frames. Oh, sorry, I got that reversed. I usually do 2 frames, but I'm gonna have to do 1 frame. That's a lot better. And of course we could see his body slouch over, like move. That was my fault during the animating process, so I'm gonna have to work on that. We do see a couple things here. This could be a reflection issue with the blue screen, or yeah, the blue light, which means a couple things are going to happen here. what's going to happen here is when I do eliminate the blue screen, we are going to see possibly a hole here. There are ways we can perhaps deal with it, but I'm not entirely convinced that that specific part will be removed or taken care of. But now that we're on the subject of other things, since I used the blue screen, this button here on his Darth Vader has this sort of device that keeps him alive, and well, the button is blue and there's a blue screen, so this is likely going to disappear as well. So I'll show you how I'm planning on dealing with that, but do not worry, I have plans here. I might be able to salvage this. Alright. Reducing the resolution again. Oh, Mittens, yeah, Mittens, Cat Underlord is usually here, but I'm sure he has things to do. Important business to attend to, of course. I think he mentioned he was still working on his Dragon Ball stop motion. Oh man, this is already looking pretty cool. Okay, so I'm moving the head right there. Might be able to return to the 2 frames. Let's see, I think I made that 3 frames. Let's find out. Alright, alright. Looking good here. We're looking good. Let's see what we got. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Move that down a little bit so we can better see our Dark Lord of the Sith. You know, I gotta say, I have really been enjoying these Disney Plus Star Wars shows. I mean, I really enjoyed The Mandalorian. I didn't watch the Book of Boba Fett. Not for any particular reason, it's just that I honestly keep forgetting that it's on. But I was able to tune in and watch the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and I really quite enjoyed it. I have you know, I do pay attention to, you know, the critiques, concerns some of my friends have had with it, and I do think, yeah, there are certain things about it that I could see why it would rub certain people the wrong way, but for me, it was a dream come true. I mean, I'm kind of ancient. Like, I saw the Star Wars prequels, episodes 1, 2, and 3. I saw those movies in theaters, and, you know, at the time, I liked them. Since then, you know, I feel like, yeah, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones are kind of meh a little bit, but I really do, I will defend Revenge of the Sith, mainly due to the fact that I think it's actually pretty good. And what I was so excited about for Obi-Wan is that it kind of serves as a sort of bridge that connects the prequels with the original trilogy. Of course, this is all still coming from a kind of a novice Star Wars fan. I mean, what kind of I respect Star Wars. It's got so much potential. I think what I really enjoy about Star Wars is the lore, just the fact that it's like it's not like anything I've ever even with other cinematic universes like Marvel. I still think Star Wars is just so more diverse, so much like there's I don't even think the sky's the limit. You could be with the right writers, the right crew, the right cast, you could be telling Star Wars stories for decades, if not longer. Oh geez, my internet. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was having internet problems earlier today too. It's a pain. I gotta admit though, like several times throughout Obi-Wan, every time Darth Vader showed up, it like scene stealer, like instantly stole the scene, stole the show. I mean, the show is called Obi-Wan Kenobi, yet here's, you know, old Darth comes waltzing in and just oh man, what he did on that show. I'm gonna try and avoid spoilers because I understand maybe some of you watching maybe haven't watched it yet or so, but it's a pretty interesting show. I'll just leave it at that. Gotta admit, never thought I'd see Darth Vader and Dr. Doom share the same screen. Then again, I have seen interesting fan art. I know I'm not the first one who has this interest, this sort of curiosity in seeing all these characters from different brands, different companies unite, appear. What can I say? I'm a sucker for these sort of multiversal crossovers. As far as context goes for what I'm planning to do, at the very beginning, for the first like 4 seconds, Dr. Doom will be generating a sort of hologram that shows the multiverse's most powerful weapons, artifacts, and stuff. So like the Infinity Gauntlet and a Dragon Ball, and maybe I'll throw in the Death Star and a couple other things. It really depends on the timing for it. But man, I'm kind of I'd be spooked if like these cabal of supervillains got their hands on all these powerful weapons. Not that they already don't. I mean, Darth Vader is holding a lightsaber, for example, but I just mean a sort of weapon that can like give him even more power. Knowing Vader though, he'd probably try and use it to overthrow the Emperor. But knowing Emperor Palpatine, Palpatine probably already has some sort of contingency in place. Maybe already has brokered a sort of alliance or deal behind Vader's back. Okay, let's see what else we got here. I think my goal for this stream is to work on making sure the blue screen is gone, ensuring that Vader is where he needs to be animated, and then taking care of any loose ends like a potential blue lighting that puts a hole through Vader, if that makes sense, and hopefully getting to the lightsaber. If time permits tonight, if everything works out, I might be able to even get the Darth sorry, the lightsaber's reflection off of Vader's helmet. That would be pretty cool and gnarly. Definitely will watch it. Yeah, gamer, give it a try. And if you do, let me know what you think. I mean, Star Wars movies, even for the ones that are kind of like you go in not really expecting a whole lot, can, or not just Star Wars movies, but shows in this case, plans changed. But I will say, I actually liked Solo as well. I thought it was entertaining, it was fun. I didn't exactly see why it was treated so unfairly. It was a fun movie. But hey, clearly opinions differ. And Vader's animation is almost wrapped up here, so let's get everything in play here. I am going to make this a time free. We're gonna freeze frame this last part, and there's gonna be other parts too. I still haven't been able. I might have to sync it with Doom. I'll bring Dr. Doom back here in just a few minutes, just to see how these guys all mingle together. But this opening frame here will be frozen in place as well. But what I'm gonna really have to do here is just make sure that Darth Vader, a couple times, as I mentioned before, his body shifts over. Let's find the spot where he does that. Almost immediately, like, yeah, right here. And I think it happens again, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is kind of eyeball it, see where he is over here in this frame. And I'm just gonna slightly move him. Okay, I think I moved him a bit too far. That's okay. Alright, so a little bit to the right. Okay, that's looking better. Remember to hit save. Last night's stream was fun. However, it unfortunately ended with After Effects crashing. It's kind of been doing that a lot recently. I suspect there are a couple bugs that Adobe needs to fix. Adobe, if you require more software engineers, give me a call. I'm here. I am totally down with lending my web designing skills. And we're just trying to figure out like a good point where Doom, there's a time where Doom pauses as well, and it's like right around here is where the movements start. Kind of feel like it's just good to make sure everyone's a little synchronized, not perfectly of course, but it's good to just make sure. Wouldn't hurt to have that taken care of. That's good. Right about here, this would be Doom's No, Vader. Sorry, not to confuse the two. Hey dude, sorry I'm back. Hey man, no need to be sorry. Well, I mean, it's Thursday evening / night. The cool part about these videos is even if you're not here to see them live, you can still, you know, come back and watch them later in due time. I think this is the one that I'm just going to, or not. Trying to figure out a good point. Yeah, this is it, right here. Yeah, and especially since these streams they vary in, you know, in length. I mean, sometimes they can go half an hour, other times they could take up a lot more time. And I usually only start gearing up, and I don't always know when I'm going to be able to stream either, so sometimes we only have a few hours heads up, or I only give you guys like a few minutes heads up. Yep. Alright, this is looking good. Darth Vader seems to be ready. Alright. We are going to go over and pre-compose and add Darth Vader. And we are now going to tackle that blue screen. Let's see if we are successful or not. Definitely could have done a better job on the lighting on this one. Oh man. So far so good though. I seem to be able to deal with this pretty well. Oh yeah. That's not a good thing to try and remove. I forgot about his cape. Alright. Take another look at him in a moment. But now we're going to go over to Spill Killer. I'm going to enable it, and I'm going to select blue. And yeah. It's funny because it almost looks like he's got a green screen on him, but how? I do not know. Blue. Something I hit before. Green. Blue. That's strange. That's a see what's going on here. Some reason there's green coming in here. I might have to redo this, because I don't know why it's doing that. That's not the right thing to press. Alright, well, maybe second time will be the charm. I'm making another Godzilla 1989 stop motion. Good for you, but don't worry, I'm still watching on my iPad. Hey man, it's good that you're being busy and pursuing your own project. It's actually, honestly, I really do enjoy it when you guys are staying busy and such. It's a collaborative effort, I feel like. Kind of like a team. Feels like we're on a team anyway. Everyone's got their own thing they want to do, and that's awesome. I must say Darth Vader is proving to be a little bit difficult. I mean, makes sense, right? I mean, he is... Oh, wait. He is Darth Vader. Okay, what's going on with this? Something is up. Alright, it's not that one. Something's definitely up here. Just trying to figure out what it is. So this was filmed in front of a blue screen. I go to the color mode on here and select blue, as I've done in the past, and it took care of the issue. But when it stays on green, so weird. It's definitely something to do with the reflection. It's like a massive saturation of light here on the on his reflective helmet, which is great, especially if you are having Darth Vader be inside of a spaceship with a bunch of lights. But you know, we're in Castle Doom, man. We're in like Doom's dungeon. Although there is a light conveniently right here above him, so you know, makes sense, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna leave this for now. Maybe. There's a couple other things we need to work on. Otherwise, it might be what I'm gonna have to deal with, but I'm not so sure. Because if it goes back to green, it becomes blue. But if I remove it, because there's a couple other things here. For example, his green buttons down here, so it really should remain to the... Yeah, I'm just gonna work with what we have. I guess we're just gonna have to go for it and see what we can do about this, because ooh, jeez, not sure what I did there. Increase opacity. I haven't even seen them in motion yet with all this. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's kind of as I expected. We were going to see that hole, and I don't think I'm going to be able to fill it, but what I can do, maybe, is have Doom kind of be in the front here. Doesn't conceal it perfectly, but that's okay. Clearly the green on Vader is the reflection off of Dr. Doom's green cape. Excuses. I love it. Oh gosh. Doom can go back to where he came from. Yeah, it is pretty interesting. I'm curious about how this came to be. Oh, well, I can decrease the green, but then the rest of the suit looks like he's... Yikes. Doom's trying to copy my background glow setup here. But we won't let him. But I do think I kind of am on the right track here. So maybe I don't have to go overboard here, but I can still reduce a bit of what we're seeing. Nope, that's not it. Alright, what's this one? Oh. Not bad, not bad. We are making some minor progress here. And I think later when I do some color correction, I can mitigate this just slightly, but okay. Let's see where we're at. We're about 43 minutes in, making some good time. Let's just get a good little water break. Kind of want to work on that button, but then there's a lot of movement to it, so we'll see. Knowing some of my Star Wars fans, if there's a slight change like that, oh my goodness, they will never forgive me. But I might be able to work with this, but this is gonna be crazy funny. Let's see if I can do it. Alright, so I am gonna try and make this button blue, and this is a weird way to do it, but why not? Might work. Alright, it's blue. But then it moves out of place, so I'm gonna have to move it. I don't think this will take too long. I mean, that's what I'm here for, right? a shame we can't see live chat after the stream is over. I guess, I mean, I don't know. Depends what you guys are chatting about after. I'll take your guys' word for it, though. You gotta admit, this is something you never really thought you would see. Like, in the finished product, who could have, when this is all said and done, who could have foreseen, like, oh yeah, Vader's blue button? Yeah. Tom, I watched Tom work on that. Might have to get up. If you guys can see hear my bird in the background. Going to the point where he moves. Right there, that's nice. Hey man, these little things, trying to like go frame by frame just to make sure this green button that's naturally blue remains blue. Like, not too long ago, doing something like this would have made me roll my eyes. But after having done so much, like, animation work this year, I kind of feel like this is just like, it's not child's play, but it's like, oh, I'm kind of relieved it's not so complicated. Like, we know how to solve this. It's just gonna, you know, you're just gonna have to like go frame by frame at times and make it work. And I know it's a little daunting. I'd rather be working on the lightsaber, but you know, it's not so bad. And just like that, it seems to be done. Blue button is what we're gonna call that one. We did it. Vader's button. It's blue. And you can't tell. You can't tell. You saw me just do it. And you can't notice. You're not going to. This is like, this is motion graphics, guys. This is like, this is visual effect wizardry. That's what I did. Excuse me for a second. I'm gonna close the door. I can hear my bird downstairs just hollering, and at that point I'm like, oh boy, if I can hear it, maybe you guys can hear it. Movie magic almost complete. Look at that. Honestly, I can't even tell that I did that. Wow. Just wow. And later on, when I add dark side here in the background, I don't think we're gonna worry about that hole, but if it happens, then you know it happens, and I'll see what I can do about it. Oh, you can't hear the bird? That's good. Okay. You know, it's nice to set goals and being able to meet them. even with a couple things along the way that you didn't really expect, which is kind of the norm. That's life, right? I mean, look at Darth Vader here, for example. He's the chosen one. This guy, he was born as Anakin Skywalker on Tatooine, and he pretty much grew up not with, as a slave. But he was still technologically advanced, quite the handy inventor, future pilot, but, he was clearly a powerful force user, and he went on to accomplish great things, becoming a Jedi Master, and then, of course, plunging the galaxy into darkness and causing a lot of terrible... what was my point again? I kind of lost track here, because we're dealing with a supervillain that was consumed by rage, that honestly kinda of his own doing, but hey, that's okay. It makes for a great story. It makes for great entertainment. Maybe Darth Vader isn't the problem. Maybe the problem is us. Whoa. I think right about here I'm gonna have the lightsaber come out. So I already preempted a lightsaber using Video Copilot's... Get down, stop it. Video Copilot's saber plugin. Last I checked, it was free. So gamer time, if you're still there, if you like using After Effects or you're interested, Video Copilot saber plugin. It's probably it. You can use it for all kinds of things, not just for lightsabers. You can actually do this also for like Godzilla's atomic breath if you wanted to. There are many different presets here that you can choose from. And they all take on really awesome forms. You can also convert this into, like, if you're using text, so if you have your title can like pulsate with energy. I've used this for like neon glows in the past too. Let's see what this looks like here. Core end, probably make it more like that length. Alright, so there's a lot to do at this point. Let's start with the starting point, just to make sure I'm not using the lightsaber. The toy does come with a lightsaber part, like the bladed part, but I didn't include that in this, so I have to, well, eyeball it. I think we can go off full here and I can just work with what we have. Oh boy. cool part about this is it's gonna like, the light will bend because it's in motion. Bit over so you guys can see this a little better. I think a good goal here is to just try and make sure I get the core, the saber beginning part here, its source down just right, and then from there I can really play around with this more. Right now, I am just going frame by frame. And that might. Good. All right, we made it. Alright, so it's a little bit longer than that, so like should definitely be longer. Let's check the flicker. Let me raise the flicker intensity to 3%. It's looking pretty awesome. I like it. Now we might be able to add, I'm thinking the lightsaber can reflect off his helmet or just his eye here. And it starts like right about here. This is going to be a little bit more oh wait, did I do this right? Nope. I messed up. Let's try that again. Oops. Let's just, there we go. Okay. Here's what I meant to do. Alright, so my goal here is to try and get a lightsaber reflection off of Vader's eye, or his helmet, whichever. I'm aiming for the eye first, and then we'll see how it looks. It's a little too bright, so let's make that less intense. Of course, we're going to have to reduce the opacity here, just so that it mistake here. Fear you, Vader? No, no, no. We don't fear Lord Vader. We run away from Lord Vader. The fear comes after. See how that's looking. Looks a little off, like there's something wrong. It's interesting, but it doesn't. I don't know. Chat, I'm not satisfied with this. I think I'm gonna have to change the direction of it, maybe. Maybe that's the answer I seek. Let's see. I think I'm very close. It's just about angling it. Because the lightsaber itself is a little angled too. Alright, that's looking better. Alright. Seems to be working out pretty good. Let's take a look at Victor Von Doom here as well. I'm going to actually move Von Doom back over here. Let's get this magic. No, guess with that, I'm just gonna move him in the front. Macaron. Quite the pairing, these two. Alright, we're gonna take Darth Vader and his blue button. We're gonna pre-compose him into another comp. Next, I'm gonna do something similar with the lightsaber, only maybe reduce the opacity slightly there. It can always come back. I can spell. I can type. We got this. Okay. So far, the big damned villains are coming along pretty well. I am gonna have to like I mentioned at the start, sadly, I think, oh, I'm so torn. It's either, I know I'm cutting Imhotep the Mummy, which is a pity. I was looking forward to working with that one. And I'm torn between Lord Zed from Power Rangers and Skeletor from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. They're both just so distinct. I might be... You know what? I'm going to try and keep both. I'm going to see what I can do. Maybe. Just maybe I can pull it off. We'll see. Decisions. Life is so hard. Alright guys, so big stream coming this Sunday, ranking all 36 Godzilla movies, planning on starting around 1 or 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I unfortunately will not be streaming, I don't think, definitely not tomorrow or Saturday, because Sunday, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be long. And I know the heat wave that has, I felt like I was a marshmallow in an oven for the past 2 weeks. Things cooled off for the past few days, but the heat wave is supposed to return on Sunday, so we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, friends, guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I appreciate the company, and I am wishing you all the best. Hope to see you guys Sunday. If not, I'll see you when I see you. Guys, take good care. Hit subscribe and that like button. Haha.